Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Sorry about that little glitch. As soon as I was ready to go live, I couldn't connect my second camera, and we need the second camera today because we are working on unfinished objects. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me see if I can get this camera cord out of my way. There we go. Let me move this over there. There we are. There we are. I think that looks pretty good. Good to see you all. Let's see. Let's see who's here. Everyone is here. Fantastic. Thank you, JP, for being on the other side of the camera, doing your moderating magic. Great to see everybody here. Thank you for all the comments on my hair. It's just my same hair. I just took out the blow dryer this morning. So that's what I did. I thought, you know what? I bet I can get it into a bob. Look at how much it's grown. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? So thank you. Thank you all for your kind words. So we made it to Friday, everybody. So a couple of things before we get started. I am looking back to see everybody's been chatting. Janice has been working on the Great Bead Extravaganza kits. I'll put that up. The Great Bead Extravaganza starts on April 11th. So we are working on our kits. It's going to be really, I think, super fun for you and for me. So those will drop on, I think it's the 11th. Do we have, I was going to, the 11th. Yeah. And that's preview night. Is April 11th. And then my segment will be on Saturday the 12th. And then I'll also be hosting our special guest. You may be familiar with my buddy Francesca Watson from the Makery in Texas. Francesca is our special guest this time on the Great Bead Extravaganza. So I'm going to be doing a live broadcast, a get to know Francesca broadcast, probably next week, I think. Stay tuned to the socials and you'll hear more about that. But yeah, so it's going to be super fun. And I will let you know the project I'm working on. I think it's going to be kind of epic. So I think it'll be fun. Janice, I know I want Alfred's bead studio as well. Let me show you. I saw there was some discussion. Let me put that up of the Alfred photo there. I wasn't quite sure what to use today, so I put Alfred up on the screen for the UFO files, unfinished projects, and fresh inspiration today. And some of you may have gotten that image as a sticker on your order. We made some stickers and put them on there. We'll make some more and put them on. I did make that with AI. It took me a while to AI that sucker. It's all about prompts. It's all about doing stuff. So I kept prompting and fixing and prompting and fixing. And then we got that fantastic image. So I uploaded a picture of Alfred sitting there. So I think it drew from that. So it was really funny. Now I have to make him a little bit of an apron. I think it would be fun. Let's see who else is here. I also wanted, if you read your newsletter this morning, you saw we had a product drop of broom beads, of grab bags. That's what prompted today's project. The broom bead grab bags, there's 2 left in stock, my friends. I think it's, 2 left. And in the buttons, I've got 12 left. And I'm going to show you the button bag here in just a second. We've been cleaning and rearranging, spring cleaning here in the studio at the Bead Shop Studio. Miranda's shipping as we speak. She's shipping yesterday's orders. So we are super caught up. I know we had someone emailed in and said, "Oh, can you ship my order real fast?" Yep, no problem. Your order's going out. So we're caught up through yesterday. So hopefully we'll stay on our great fulfillment timeline that you're used to, but all of this hard work is paying off. So those grab bags, kind of came out of yesterday's cleaning session. We did a store-wide sale for you this weekend. We thought it was time. We hadn't done a store-wide sale in a while, and we thought, well, it'll be fun for spring. We'll kind of, people might want to kind of clean up their workspaces, get some some of our organizational bins and things that we carry, or a fresh design board, or whatever it is you need to finish your projects. So starting now, today is Friday, March 28th. You can enter code weekend20 to shop and save all weekend. And that discount expires Sunday night at midnight Pacific time. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Oh, all of a sudden I'm lower because I sat down. There we are. What else is going on? I did also want to mention a big thank you to many of you who have donated for our live streams, just as a thank you for all the free education that we put out there. It's on our Coffee, account, I guess. And so you can find it. I'll grab the link for you folks. Since I restarted, the link isn't up here, but let me grab it. But thank you for those of you who have been so generous. And it's not a must-have in any shape or form. We really just appreciate you being here for sure. But those of you who are supporting our free education with just a little coffee tip, we really appreciate that. So thank you so much. And it's right there. But again, not necessary in the least. We're just happy that you're here. And keeping the bead table going, the bead shop going, and sharing our content. We really super appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. I also wanted to mention, I've got something else there. I should have made notes because I've got something going on. Oh, someone asked me about stitch-in this weekend. Yes, there will be a stitch-in tomorrow. Maybe one of the things that we talk about today in my unfinished objects pile we'll work on with the stitch-in, but I'll let you know. And as always, stay tuned to the newsletters. And thank you, folks, for your kind words on the newsletters that we've been working on. I really appreciate it. Janice has something coming up for one of the newsletters that she's writing as well. So we really appreciate that feedback. So as always, you can find us on our everywhere along the web. Let me put that little tile up here so you can see. If you need to reach out to us, we're just on the other side of the email keyboard, your computer keyboard or phone keyboard, at info@beadshop.com. Hit us up on social everywhere at beadshop.com. Give us a shout out so we can post any of the things that you make with our product or our projects. We really love seeing it. Facebook, gather around the bead table, our Facebook group. We've got tons of you over there sharing ideas, talking about bead projects, stuff like that. It's awesome to have you. And of course, our Instagram, we post all kinds of great info and stuff over there. And our Pinterest pages are full of inspiration. So if you like to pin, go to beadshop.com and repin for us. We'd really love that. All of that engagement, not only the engagement that you give us here on YouTube, but that engagement that you put down in the comments below or anywhere on our social, helps our social outreach and reach people who may not know about beadshop.com yet. I've also been checking our YouTube stats. You guys are doing a great job with your follows. Thank you so much. So keep giving that YouTube channel a subscribe and a follow and a share out. It's my goal this year for 2025 to hit that 100,000 subscribers. That's a magic number for us. So I'd really super appreciate that. All right. I think, my friends, that is everything. Let me clear the comments here. Let me take this. Oh, I need to go over here. That's where I need to go. Let me take a look and seeing what I've got going on. Oh, thanks, Cindy Brooke. Yeah, Mondays, I think it's time to just, go over things, kind of, I don't know, set ourselves up for success for the week. So I'm glad you are stoked about that. So thank you so much. Oh, and good, Alita, you are set for Saturday Stitchin'. Awesome, perfect. And Betty, thank you. I'm trying to rearrange. I've rearranged a bunch of stuff here, so it's a little more workable. I think finally I've got a space that is working. So I've pulled out a lot of projects. I've got my stitching projects here, so it's a nice little corner to work in. So thank you for noticing that. I guess I should blow dry my hair more often. So thank you, folks, for your really kind words. All right, so let's go ahead and yeah, I didn't know the Bob was such a fan favorite. Well, okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Miranda's all, just grow out your hair. I'm all right. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me put this up. And I cleaned out my kind of unfinished objects cart, and I'll show it to you kind of at the end of what we've got going on today. But I went through a lot of my unfinished projects. What a surprise that I have unfinished projects. I know that you have too. I know I'm not alone in this. And I try and get things done, but the days just move so quickly. Before we go also any further, I have it sitting here. These are the broom buttons. I shoved a whole bunch of buttons in these bags. These bags are $20 for the broom buttons. They don't qualify for the discount. They are in Bead Shop Studio. And I just put all of the buttons, all of the random buttons that we had hanging around, including some old check glass, including some like vintage. I had a couple of button jars that I was saving to launch. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to throw them in this mix. So all of these are vintage for sure. 100%. Look at that little tiny, look at this one has a little tiny star button in it. Right? It's so good. So as of right now, there are only 12 of these left. You won't be disappointed. Some of them, I had a few of the vintage French buttons left over. I threw them in here as well. It's the deal of the century. And if you love sorting buttons or you need something to add to your button bin, these are the bags for it. These will not be repeated again. So those are there. I think we've got 12 left. And I think we've got 2 of the Broom Beads bags. I'm not even going to show them to you. You can go online and take a look at them because those will be gone. Mostly African trade beads, some bits and bobs that I had left over from projects, all kinds of stuff. I just threw it in that bin and I took a scoop out, put it in a bag. So I think you're going to like them. But don't let them languish in your cart. If you want these, hop over, keep me in the background. You can always watch on replay. And complete your checkout, okay? Because you have to complete checkout. It won't stay in your cart otherwise, okay? So that's what's going on there. All right. So here's the bead loom, the Ojibwa bead loom. Now, the inspiration for this project was Tucson of 2024, I think. And I don't know if you're like me, but when you go on a trip, you're like, oh my gosh, I've got to take all my projects, right? So I'm definitely that way. Oh my gosh, I've got to take all my projects. And then I never work on them, especially in Tucson, right? Because I'm too busy, right? Like buying beads and stuff like that, right? So, but pardon me, but I always have my emotional support project with me. Okay. So this was my Tucson one, inspired by Tucson. I think it was this past Tucson. I hope it wasn't Tucson 2023, though it could have been. Who knows? Janice, so you're asking me to focus myself, me personally, or the picture? Let me know. Let me know what it is. Let me get this, because I see myself focused, but let me know. Okay. Let me put this up. Yes, me. I'm trying to focus. JP, I'm focused. I hope. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so this is the bead loom project right here. And the Ojibwa bead loom we carry here at Bead Shop. It's one of my favorites. We started carrying this when Emily did her loomed project, and it was super inspiring. I just loved it so much. And it's a really very simple loom. Oh, you thought I was blurry. No, I think I'm good. I don't know. Let me know, everybody, if I look blurry. I think I'm on super high res, and I think everything's looking okay for me over here. But you let me know, okay? Since I'm also the camera woman. So here is the loom, and I love it. We carry it. It's super simple to put together. It's dowels, some flat pieces of wood. The dowels go through, and then you warp the loom all the way around. Now, the cool thing about this loom is that you can kind of move your project all the way around the piece, so you've got a long length of thread to be working with. So this is supposed to be, and maybe I'll work on this tomorrow. I don't know. It's just really looming. It's not that difficult to do. Maybe I will play around with this on a broadcast. I did, Sydney. I took this whole thing. Well, I drove, so it was easy to put it. It was easy to put in my car, right? That's funny. I did. I couldn't help it. I had to do it. So let me zoom in a little bit here. Hopefully that's pretty clear. I don't know. I hope so. But what I did was I was inspired by Colors of the Desert. Okay. And then I used the Ojibwa loom comes with kind of this loom graph paper. And we also have some looming graph paper on our templates over on Bead Shop. So what I did with this was I kind of mapped out the little diamonds, right? So that's pretty much right here, what I mapped. And I figured I would start with some stripes. So all of these stripes are the colors that are the inside of these diamonds. Okay. The background is this one here. So it's that there. So I kind of made like an ombre color. It kind of has a Southwest feel, I think, right? Which I love. And then I just did this diamond pattern. Really easy. I just followed this. Oh, I love this, Karen K. The Ojibwa artists. That's awesome. I love it. And for your First Nations there in Canada, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I really wanted it to have kind of a Southwest feeling for this. So, and I'm also kind of making it up as I go along. What a surprise. I didn't want to be too, I didn't want to plan too much. I just kind of wanted to let this kind of flow. So I should write a project. I'm going to make some notes for myself here so I know what we're doing, because I would like to work on this for a show. So this is the loom project. Let me get, I don't know if you were watching me on social, but I posted my freshly cleaned desk with all of my 5 billion pens. So let me reach across and grab. So the loom project and we need to know how many warps this is. I wrap this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 warps across, right? I think that's right. I'll have to recount it again. But then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to split it, and part of this is going to go around the neck this way, and part of this is going to go around the neck that way. And I started to kind of sketch out some ideas about what this will look like. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of a pattern in this kind of configuration, maybe some stripes and some diamonds, stripes and diamonds all the way up. I'm not really sure. And then I'm going to do some fringe. I'm going to make this a really super traditional loomed necklace, right? 1982 called They Want Their Loomed Necklace Back. So it was kind of fun. So I think it's good. The colors that I used, I put them in a bag. Let me see if I can find them. But I'll make a project so you can see everything I did for it. Let me see. I know I kept them together. Let me see if they're here. I should have grabbed it beforehand. No, I don't see it. What color? It's a bag of all of these beads for the loom. It might be over there. Miranda, will you take a gander? It's a baggie that has all of these seed bead colors in it. And I know it's not that one. If not, I know I literally just had it, but who knows where it went to, because I've got my trays here. If not, that's okay. No, that's not it. It's a baggie, looks like a baggie, has 11/0 in it. It's okay. I'll do this list. We don't need it right now. Anyway, so this loom is the Ojibwa loom that we carry. And Janice, you linked it earlier. Let me go back and see if I can find it. It's under tools. Here it is, right here. It's under tools, and you'll find it there. It's very well priced. It's a great value, and it'll last you forever. I've had mine since the mid-90s, I think. This is one of my favorite looms to work on. So this is one that, and if you're interested in seeing how this all goes together and stuff, I think I did a very brief broadcast on this, maybe on a Free Tip Friday, but we'll put this in as a real project. We'll do this will probably be a 2-parter where we'll talk about how to warp, and we'll look at the pattern and stuff like that. So that one's on my list. Okay. So I hope that's interesting for you folks. Let me see. I think that's all the questions. And yes, the project that Emily did with the split loom with the handout, thank you, JP, is right there. And her log cabin loomed necklace was just exquisite. So gorgeous. It was a really beautiful one. So that's where this inspiration came from. This would also make a really great cuff, right? I could just continue on. I wouldn't have to split loom this, but look at what a great cuff that would make as well, right? We could put this on some ultra suede, stitch it on. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? I think that's really, really nice. The width of this, just to give you an idea, is it's about 1 3/4 inches. right there. Okay. And this section deep is about 2.5. Okay. So just as a reference. So there's this project. Okay. There's this one. So the split loom, Debbie, what that means is, a split loom necklace means that I'm going along and I'm weaving. Then I split the weaving here. And it's just something that we call it in the industry. So we split what we're bead weaving, and half of it goes to one side on the left and half of it goes to one side on the right. Okay. And yeah, I think I used KO for this. You could also use Fireline. Whatever, either or will work. I think I wanted the KO because I wanted the fringe to really kind of move. All right, Gina, noted. I will I'll graph this pattern in my bead in the bead pattern software I have. I'll be able to graph this. And so we need the beads used, and we need the pattern. Okay. It does kind of have a little bit of a Ukrainian feel to it, doesn't it? If we were doing this in like red and black and white colors. My husband's family, his maternal family, is Ukrainian, so we've got a lot of Ukrainian like glassware and motifs and stuff in our house because we love to honor our heritage. So yeah, you could definitely, just depending on the colorway that you do this, you could skew this in a lot of different ways, right? I love this, Terry. So many people watching. Yeah, we've got a total of almost 150 people watching across all platforms. And a lot of you have UFOs, unfinished objects. That's right. That's what the UFOs, that's what that stands for, unfinished objects. Or it should be UFP, unfinished projects, maybe, but the same. All right. So I did use the KO for both the warp and the weft. And oh, thanks, Michelle. It was December 22nd, 2023 that we did the loom. So I must have brought this to Tucson in 2024. So last year. Thank you for looking that up. Appreciate for that. Okay, so let's put this one aside. I'm going to put this on my little tray here and put it down. Now, speaking of Emily's projects, okay, I have a couple more that were inspired by her. And I would like to know if anyone ever finished, mine's in a bag like this, okay? And I want to know if you finished yours, okay? Because I need to finish mine. I've got all my beads. I've kept all my beads together. This one I have the beads. And I only got this far. Do you remember Emily's spiral bead? Let me put it on a I have a dowel that dowel's too big. I'll put it on a pen. Did you make one of these beads? I'd like to know. Look at this. And this is where Emily mixed. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Let me do this and get in a little tighter. Emily did this really great bead where it was the spiral peyote, and she used all the way from size 15s all the way up to size 8s here. And it is so gorgeous. I love it. Now, I could just, make a little short bead, but the whole point of this is that as you bead each row with the different sizes of the beads, it kind of undulates in and out as a spiral. And I loved it. Let me see. I'm going to put that there. Hold. I have Emily returned like a huge bin of her bead shop projects to me. I have it right here while I was cleaning. Let me see if I actually have the bead. Hang on. If I can't find it right away, I won't worry. But so you could really see it. Rustle, rustle. So many Emily projects, so little time. No, I don't see it in here. That's okay. You get the gist of what's going on with that one. It's such a pretty project. And you want to make the bead about, I'm going to say, I want to make it about 2 inches, like a Cellini spiral. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And it was so cool. I used metal beads in mine. No surprise. I used the shadows, and I used I think they're 11-aughts. No, 11-aughts in the copper beads as well. So it was really super fun to come in and stitch this. Oh, and Debbie, I'm looking at your comment, and thanks for that comment. I'm always, we always fight the algorithm. So that's interesting. The algorithm for live videos is more important if we wait till the live is over and go back and hit the like. That's good to know. Let's experiment. So some of you on older videos that maybe you haven't hit the like button or whatever, go over there and hit those likes. Let's see what happens. Let's keep experimenting, right? Algorithm and algorithm requirements change constantly, and it's super hard to keep up with all of that. So thanks, Debbie. I appreciate that tip. I always try and stay up on it, but it's always an algorithm battle, 100%. Okay, so that's this one, the spiral. So I've got this one going on. It takes a lot of beads, all the way from 15s, all the way up to 8-aughts here. Okay, so it's a lot of fun to, and the project, thank you, super spiral peyote necklace. All right. Thank you, Cindy. That's great. Oh, and Michelle strung hers on about 20 strands of 0.5 leather. That's what I think I want to do this. I want to finish this and string it all on leather. I love it. Oh, and Stan Millie, you know what? We should have a social. I should pick everyone's brain about social. We should have a meeting. But thank you for that. We're always working. Oh, sorry, Miranda, I left that over there. My trail of chaos behind me. So that's this one, the spiral. So this is on my list to finish. Okay, so I'm going to write it here on my little thing. And yeah, it's true. Algorithm for live is completely different than recorded. It's on my sheet this year, my goals, to do some more pre-recorded content. I love interacting with all of you folks on the live, but our pre-recorded content isn't as robust. So it's crazy. So, you have to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. So this was super spiral necklaces. Okay, good to know. All right, so this was the split loom from Emily, and this was super spiral. Okay, so we'll revisit this one. Okay, so next, let me just pull something at random. Here, I'm going to get all of this back in this cute little bag. All of my beads together, right? Let me see what I've got here. Oh. Hang on. Hold, please. Oh, let's get some of these going. Got my tray. See all of this? I don't know where to put it. I'll put it back over here for the moment. This was a wrap bracelet. And I think I did this. You guys are going to have to help me find it. I think Drea and I did these together. I think, maybe. Some of these beads we may not even have access to anymore, to be honest. But does anyone remember this one? I love this wrap bracelet. I'm so close to being done. Look, I just have to do this laddering part. This is when we got that really nice bright red leather in, and see how it's the super duos are laddered here with roller beads in between. These are strung. I don't know that we have, this was that saturated navy right here. I know, I guess there's a lot of stuff I need to do. Labeling my projects that's why you folks are here, to help me with it. So see, I only really need, let me see. I need like this much more laddering, right? I've got the beads. I've got them right here. So what we did was I strung this, and see, I used Thelon here, I think. I know this is a good bracelet. I'm like, why is this just sitting here languishing? Let me get a little tighter. So what I did here, check glass button over some, I think this is fine Ceylon macrame. I think it might have been a year end. It might have been a year end wrap. It may have been. Then I put the roller bead on, and then I strung in pattern 6mm, 4mm to make these kind of little beaded bundles, which I love. And I made 3 of those, and then I closed it up. So this would make a great bracelet in and of itself, like this. Okay. And then what I did was I came in with some 1.5mm leather. And I think, Janice, I think there's a page. Look up Metropolitan for me. Okay. Look up Metropolitan. That might be what it's called. I don't know why that's coming into my brain. But look at the Super Duo diamonds. Look at how cool those are. This would also make just a really great bracelet in and of itself. Right? And then, yep, Metropolitan. Thanks, Michelle. That's what it is. Let me go look at it. I'm going to look it up. Metropolitan. Let me go to the bead shop website and see. I can't believe I remembered that. Metropolitan. Let me search it. Projects. Yep, there it is. It was the year-end wrap for 2023. Fantastic. There's a spill of it. I should at least update the photo with this and the and the project map of what I've got so far. I'm going to add that to my list right now. See how we're getting things done? Yeah, no photo. Let me add a photo for it. So this is Metropolitan. I'll make an ingredients list. Just so you can, because some of these will not have, we might not have these, but we need a photo so you can see it. This is just the simple laddering. So I'll put up a photo even before I finish it so it's up there. I use the Super Duos. I use the Super Duo mix in Caribbean Seas. So I need an ingredients list. I need a beauty shot. See how I'm multitasking? I get all of you to come and help me finish projects. I love it. And I need a project map. Okay. I'll get this up so you can see it. Okay, but I'll schedule finishing this one in. I'm really happy with this. I love these colors. I love this colorway. I love red and blue together. This kind of turquoise and garnet colors together. So there it is. And I think this must have been my sample when I was showing it on air, maybe. So I can cut that up and reuse that a little bit. Okay. It also looks nice with this blue leather. If you don't want it to be predominantly red, it could also be predominantly blue and use the blue leather instead. I think that would be nice. Yeah, the matte teal, this matte teal navy fire polish, Janice is saying is no longer available. Yeah, those were cool. But you can substitute anything else that's 6mm with it. It doesn't have to be this exact bead. I think it's the beauty of this kind of pattern really comes out with it. Okay. So you can create something in a similar colorway. You can always email, but I'll put something up that I think is a good substitute for it. Okay. So I'll put that in the bag. All right. So that's that. Let me show you. Oh, this is one. I don't even know that we have a page for this. We might. Someone tell me what, I should be giving prizes away for these. We don't have these earring findings any longer that I was going to use on them, so I need to change that up. Does anyone remember this summer earring I made? This uses, I think, the 1-inch ring in the center. And then I use some 3mm down here. Those are 6/0. I have no idea when I did it or what it was called. This is that Nun Design round jump ring. I really love this earring. I just need to finish it. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get these earring findings any longer. I was going to use this one from way back in the day, but since Tiara Cast went out, I don't think they're remaking this one. The new company is. But an ear wire would look great. Oh, the Rumba earring. Thank you. I'm going to write that down right here. Rumba earring. This will go in brick stitch earrings under dancer earrings. Great. Okay, made that note. Love it. And we do still have the rings, which is great. Yeah, we've got these rings. We've got these rings. It's just this ear wire top, this earring top that we don't have any longer. But an ear wire would look great. Or you can glue one of our sterling silver pads with post to the back of something and make your own fancy finding like that. But I love these. I love these earrings. And I've got all the stuff in here. So there's no reason not to finish it. So this needs an ingredients list. Needs all of the info about it. Yeah. And Janice, yeah, check and see. I mean, it might be nice to have those. Oh, yeah. And Michelle, of course, the symbol posts would work, and they might actually work a little bit better, right? Like this one that I have in here, the snowflake earring, that symbol post would look great in there, right? And it would look nice also as just a pendant, so you don't have to do the second one, right? So that all works really nicely. Okay, rumba earring. Thank you for that. Next, in my unfinished business pile, there was that one. There was that one. Oh, all right. I had completely forgotten about this. Can you even? I know you have no idea what this is. I didn't either. I don't even think this is a project that's up, to be honest. It's one of Kate's those classic earrings I do on Softflex. Does anyone remember this? We have things that are really super similar. This is just a freshwater pearl. This is a 3x5 millimeter rondelle. These are just 8/0 and 6/0. I love this earring, and it has a briolette in the center. I have everything here. I just have to make the second one. And there's no, I don't even remember if I named this. Right? Oh, Liza, you made those. Awesome. Do you have any idea where they were from? Because I need to put those up. We'll call this, I need a name for it if we don't already have a name, but I'm going to add it to the list. This is the super spiral there. That goes there. This next one is, I think it's under soft flex earrings. I think. Yeah, it really is a statement earring. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Under earrings soft flex. Let me look and see what that looks like. So let me go to projects. Let me go to earrings. Let me go to soft flex earrings. See, you really just go to our project pages and keep just going deeper and deeper with them. Yeah, these aren't up. They're kind of like the turquoise earth, kind of like those, but this particular one is not on there. So we need a name, and I need to do a live on this so it actually has a name. Because they're a really fun earring to wear. Yeah, I don't think we ever made a project out of this. So it's really, it's a fun one. Essentially, it's just like doing a necklace, but you're stringing an earring instead. Let me put this on. Yeah, I like these a lot. See if I can get it in my ear. Yep, there it is. See, it's a really, I do these a lot with like gemstones and stuff too. It's a great one for summer, for sure. So we'll get those. Petroglyph. Is that the name, or is that what you're naming it? I like that name. I think we've got a bead, though, named Petroglyph, so that may not work, but keep them coming. Okay, great. So soft flex earrings. This one needs a whole page. This needs a project page. And it needs a materials list. And it needs a broadcast. Because I must have done them on a Free Tip Friday sometime, maybe, like watch what Kate creates. And then it kind of fell off the radar. I bet that's what happened. So that's this. Okay. And I'll try, I still have all of the ingredients that I used here, but when I list it, I'll try and put ingredients down that that's what I like. My mom says it's a bit much, but she's wrong. I love it. So I like a big statement earring. That's it. Okay. Let me show you. Let me see if I have this one. I've got a bunch of earrings that I haven't finished. So let me make sure that these are up. Okay. You can help me find these. I think these are up. I think so. I just may not have finished the second one. I may have done a little bit of Photoshop magic and put both of them together. But if I haven't, I want to make sure. Let me do this. This is with the I Ching coin and the brick stitch. It's very similar to the Dragon Dance earring that I made. It has the bezeled briolets there and a briolet in the center. And as you can see, I did this when we first got, there, that's the front, when we first got the 15s in. And you can see, oh, the mix is Mum's the Word. November. I did use the mix for that one, Liza. I'll look and see. See, I can't do this without you folks. This was using Mum's the Word. So the broadcast was probably like a fun, see what Kate does with the mix. So I'll find it. Monthly mix. Mum's the Word. Perfect. Love it. So I guess I probably need to find this broadcast. I have no idea when or where I did it. I didn't see it on the web. So this is really simple, the way Patricia, and I'll just do another broadcast on it. This is 15s, and I just strung them around, came up, wrapped them around like 3 times, came up, did the loop up here. Before I closed the loop, I put the ear wire on, came back down, and then I probably beaded one more loop around and finished it off. You can see here is the thread end right there. Oh, and it's under Mum's the Word. That's awesome. Thanks, Michelle. It's there. Okay, I'll look at it. Good job, Lorraine. You just finished a bracelet that you've had to finish for a long time. That's great. Waterfall earrings. Is that what it was called, Ellen? Ellen, of course, always remembers waterfall earrings. I still have the briolets. The briolets are here, ready to go. I've got all the beads, so there's no reason why this shouldn't finish. These are with the I Ching coins. Waterfall earrings. Let me put this here. I think that's right. And look how I'm making live broadcast content for like the next 2 months, which is awesome. Waterfall earrings. We need a materials list. We need a beauty shot. And I need to find the broadcasts. Yeah, I love these earrings too. These are a great lengthwise. They're about 2.5 inches. This is the perfect summer earring. I just love it. And they're not super heavy, right? Not heavy at all. Oh, there is a project page. Waterfall earrings. Let me look. So it must be under earrings. It must be under, is there a project page? So is it under brick stitch? Maybe it's under dancer. Where the heck are these? Waterfall. Let me do a search. Waterfall. Oh yeah, there's the earring. Oh yeah, it's there. Okay, fantastic. There's a it's under brick stitch earrings. Perfect. And there is a video for it. Even better. See, I'm learning so much. It's under earrings, under brick stitch tassel earrings. It must be. There it is. Waterfall. Oh my gosh. Brick stitch tassel earrings. If you haven't looked at this lately, go look at it. Okay. It's good, if I do say so myself. So Debbie, brick stitch around here, we are super loving our brick stitch. I would recommend, we have a couple of ways. If you go over to Bead Shop, and we brick stitch all the time. Emily's really simple brick stitch. She's got episode notes with it. It's a great place to jump off from. This one, we did this a billion years ago. Hang on, let me do that. That's there. Okay. If you go to Brick Stitch Earrings, there's a really great how-to. Danielle Wicks also has done it and has done it for us. Let me find that. Hang on here, projects. Let me go under seed. Hang on. I'm going to go under Seed Bead School here. And Emily's Seed Bead School earrings and tips on it are really fantastic. I would start with that one that I shared with you. This Shanghai Lantern one is also really good, and it uses cubes as the ladder stitch for the base. Let me put that up there too. There it is, right there. The Shanghai Lantern. But if you go to Brick Stitch Earrings, this is a really good one. It's really good. Oh, thank you, Janice. Those are sweet words. You know, I do love these earrings. I'll have to skim through the broadcast that I did, but it is really fun. I think this is when we first got the 15s in, and if we look at the 15s in this earring versus, because oh shoot, I just dropped these, but thankfully they dropped on the tray, versus the 11-aughts. Let me get I need a piece of white here. Hang on. Let me just clear this off real quick. If we look at these 11-aughts, this is another one that I didn't finish. These beads are not, we don't have a lot of these anymore, but we can recreate it. This is the brick stitch with the 11s. This is the brick stitch with the 15s. Look at just the difference in scale that we have here, right? I also have some supplemental beads here, right? We've got some, these are pyrite rondelles that we haven't seen in years. These are the little pyrite. They look like the shadows beads, but they're pyrite. You could use shadows here for this. Here's our beautiful briolets, more 3mm rondelle beads here, ended with a picot. All of these seed beads we still carry. So, and thankfully I did keep the beads so I can make this other one, because this one I don't think is up as a project. But brick stitch earrings, if you are starting on it, it's a great place to go. And yeah, so Debbie, all of the links that we're showing, they're all posted from Bead Shop. So if you jump right over, let me share my screen just for fun, right? Let me make sure I share the right screen though. I've got a billion tabs open. So there's Shanghai Lantern. Let me get back here. Yeah, there we go. So there's the Shanghai Lantern. We're on the bead shop page. Let me navigate over to see here. If we go under projects, I'm going to pull down. I'm going to go under earrings. We scroll down to brick stitch tassel earrings, which is right there. See how all the brick stitch, there's that elusive waterfall earring that I had no idea was even up there. All of these, I need to put that latest opulent duster one. Didn't I make something recently that I need to put up? I need to go back and look. But they're all there. And here's that basic one, that anticline and the meteorite. Those are ones that I did that I wear all the time. So this is a good place to start with all of those. Then if you go here under our learning, let me go down here to Seed Bead School. See this? This has a bunch of Emily's like kind of simple how-tos about all of this. Okay, this diagonal peyote, I need to revisit that. That's a good one. It also has the split loom necklace. See down here? That's where all of the looming, this is the log cabin piece. And if we scroll down, I need to get a picture of the finished necklace. I need to get that from Emily so we can finish that. Let me put that on my notes. I need a split loom necklace. I need Emily's photo. I may have it somewhere on the back end. I need to look. But there's a really fantastic handout that Emily did. If you can see, and the photo, I can probably just grab the photo off of the handout, but see how it's here? There's all kinds of info. There's her pattern right here. And you can kind of see the project right there as well. Okay, so really a great one for that. Let me oh, and Ellen is asking me, let me see, show the project page. Oh, in the order of the broadcast. Okay, let me show you that. Hang on. That's a good request, Ellen. Let me go here. Let me go here. So if we go right here to projects and we just click on projects, and I've got a little bit of updating to do, I must confess, on this, but you can see this is where we list the projects in order of the broadcast. So recent projects are all here, and they keep going down through all 900 of the projects and broadcasts that we've done. Okay, so you can really just scroll through and see which ones. And then you click into it, right? Like let's click into this float away, and all of the float away projects are here on that page. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I hope that helps you to find that. Okay. And the video, Debbie, if you go, so let's just go into one of these projects. I'll go here. Let's go into this one, this Kilani. See here, right here. If I click on that, the video comes up, and I'm going to pause it so it doesn't, but you can watch the video right here on that page. This is an older one, or you can click over right here and watch it over on YouTube. They're all linked. Now, let me show you this. If you wanted to just find all of our videos, okay? Here is, if you go to videos, Bead Shop Live, click there. All of the videos are in order. See that there? This is all of the Bead Shop Live on Wednesdays. They're all here in order. Okay, makes it easy to find. Here are all the Free Tip Friday videos in order. It's this opulent duster. I need to get those up on the website. I need to get opulent. I'm making a note here. I've got all of my marching orders for next week. Earrings. Make sure that's right on web. Okay. So all of the free tip Fridays in order are here. Okay, and you can keep going down, keep going down. They're also, of course, on our YouTube channel as well. You can find them here, but this way they're all in order. Then we also have the Stitch In broadcasts are here. Every time I do a Saturday Stitch In, it's here on this page. Then Creative Connections, the ones that I did during COVID, this comes to, oh, it sees that that's not me. It's a, let me see if I can show the playlist, but here's the playlist here. You can see here's the playlist of everything that was a creative connection that was going on during COVID. Okay, so it's all here. Okay, so if you want to watch any of those COVID broadcasts, I haven't been able to do that yet. But hopefully that's helpful. Then the last thing under videos, you can find the Third Thursday earring kits that we did. So you can get some earring inspiration from all of those. Okay. Let me stop sharing that screen. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful to find those. Let's see. And some of these have, so if you go down underneath whatever the beauty shot is, if you go down underneath, some of our old projects have what we would call episode notes. We did those for a couple of years. It was like writing a term paper every week. We just couldn't keep it up, but it has notes about the episode and links, and all of that kind of stuff. So some have episode notes. Some you'll see have handouts. Some have links to extra learning, stuff like that. So there's a ton of resource material, educational resource material there. Tina, this is a good question. The Third Thursday earring kits, I'm not doing them right now just because we don't really have the capacity to do them. Let me know if you like them. I know that a lot of you did. Maybe I need to revamp them into something that's maybe more of a fancier earring project like this. I'd like to know your thoughts about it. Maybe it wouldn't happen every month, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like this. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Oh, thank you, Sam Hilly. The Creative Connections, I will be honest, those COVID broadcasts, we did them every day. I did them every day. I was on at 8:30 for months, right? I have not been able to go back and look at those, to be honest. It's really, that was a rough time, not only for me, for all of us, right? But it kept us engaged and looking forward to something. So thank you. I'm glad they resonated. I need to drink some water for that. Okay. I'm almost through my unfinished object pile. So let me know about the earrings. Because I'd like to hear from you about that. And Teresa, this is a great tip. You made some tassel earrings and dipped them in hot water, and they laid a lot straighter. That's great. I have a little mini flat iron that sometimes I flat iron those tassels as well. Probably does the same thing, which is great. Let's see here. Yeah, we could do every 6th Thursday. Yes, exactly. So let me see if there's anything else here then that needs to be. Oh, let me show you this. This is a project that I haven't done. Yeah, it's like a little, is it in here? I might not have it in here. It might be in one of these drawers. It's a little tiny hair flat iron. I think I have it in the drawer that's blocked here. I need to get it. But it's a little tiny like Conair flat iron, just a little teeny one. And sometimes I use that to straighten thread. You can do that to straighten tassels. It's good. It's good. Oh, and thank you, Janice, for putting up the design templates as well. A ton of templates for you folks to play with, the design templates as well. So let me show you what's in this bag. And I've threatened to do this project. Oh, it's good to know these waterfall earrings. So I'm gonna just, they're already there. You know what I'm doing? I've just crossed that off my list. Perfect. It's awesome. One down. I do need to finish the other one though, so I can wear it on air. This is something that I've been tossing around forever, and somebody mentioned it on the broadcast the other day, the project. And yes, Debbie, the live chat will still be here. If you go to, are you watching on the main bead shop page? Because we're going out to my Kate Richburg YouTube page, as well as our bead shop YouTube page. If you go to our YouTube bead shop page, you'll be able to replay the chat. Make sure that you click live chat, not top chat, and you'll see all the chat that's going down. Okay. So this, who can tell me what this is? Someone mentioned it the other day. And I've been working on this for like 5 years. This is a pre-COVID project, 100% it is. Oh, and I need to, I'll put something up like this. These are just another regular brick stitch, but I wanted to show you that really fun colorway like this. This, who can tell me what this is? This technique. I don't know why it's a little funny. It's still back when we had Hana thread, so you know how old this is, because Hana is no more. Unfortunately, it was so good. This technique was peyote with a twist. Do you? Yes, Michelle knows what that is. Peyote with a twist. I love peyote with a twist. I need to kind of revisit it. This has been sitting in my project pile, but the way that this is going to go, and look, I've got this big like snarl of thread, but what I was doing was it was coming around like this. Let me go here. Let me put this large. And I wanted it to be like kind of like a close fitting around the neck, like a what are those called? A toque necklace. And I wanted the colors to kind of gradiate. Okay, good. You're on Bead Shop YouTube. Okay. No, I think it was YouTube, Christine. I think it was work with the Mum's the Word monthly mix. I think that's what it is. I'm going to, I think that's where it is. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see this whole thing. Peyote with a twist is kind of like round peyote, but it's different. It's a different technique. And I know a lot of you probably already do this already. I really liked it. I thought it was really fun to work with. I used the ADOT metal beads like this. And then I kind of went into this color seed bead here. And then I'm going to go into this matte metallic dark raspberry iris. And then I'm going to finish it up with these. And I think I need to put in, and I have it already, it's just sitting. I have some cording, some plastic cording to go on the inside so it shapes nicely. So I will put peyote with a twist. It's super easy to do. It's real, and it's fun, and it goes really fast. And yeah, exactly. This is a good stand-in for bead crochet if you can't really do bead crochet because of your hands or whatever. This is a great dupe for bead crochet. This is also a great dupe for tubular peyote in the round, right? Right. Oh, and Mum's the Word is there. Perfect. Thank you, Michelle, for showing that. So yeah, this is really fun. I just have to figure out how I want to close this off and stuff. And then I have to figure out what the heck I was doing there. Maybe I was cutting that off. I'm not really sure, but I need to figure out what was going on with this end. So these are all, these are 8/0 that I used. You could also use 6/0 angel as well on these also, but these were all 8/0. Again, peyote with a twist is really fun to do. So, oh, and there's no web page for it. Okay, that's great. The temperature project, Gwenda, was tubular peyote, was round peyote. So it looks very similar to this. So I'm going to put this down on my list. So the opulent duster, I need to put that one in. That's the new one with the teardrop. That needs to go up. And then peyote with the twist. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Let me just take another quick gander here and make sure that is everything. I've got the loom. I have a couple of, these are almost done. I need to post this. This is the freeform. I don't know that we have a page for this. The freeform peyote stitch bead. See how close I am to this? Let me get a little tighter in here. I don't even think I've got a project page for this. This is a fun project. There's some beads on the inside there. Let's see if I can get them out. There we go. And this uses drops. It uses 4 millimeters. It uses 3 small little shadows. It uses saucers, megatamas, all of it, 15s. This is a good one. There's no page for the freeform bead. It's with the Christmas beaded bead. Okay, I will look and I will make this its own. The freeform beaded bead. I need to go to another page. Maybe I'll just put it right here. And then I'll rewrite these notes later. Freeform beaded bead. Okay. Awesome. Nature's Hope. What's that, Janice? Nature's Hope. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look it up. I have no idea what that is. Nature's Hope. Projects. Oh, forgot about this one, JP. Let me screenshot it. Hang on. It is Janice's peyote stitch with, and it's with O beads, I think you used at the time, but you could use Miyuki spacers. Hang on. Let me put that up. We need to do that one again. JP, maybe you want to do something with that. Let me put that up. Let me take this comment down. Let me put this up. Isn't that pretty? So that's just flat peyote stitch. Janice put it on a chain. She used, I think, like a eye pin or wire or something to go over the top. That has a whole broadcast with it. And then at the bottom, there's peyote stitch O beads, but you could use Miyuki spacers instead. Really fun. I think there's several of those. That's a fun piece to do. Really nice. Okay. Here's my list. Here's me. I really appreciate, my friends, all of your help with this. It helps to, like with all the spring cleaning and everything, right? To figure out everything. I also have, I did want to show you before I sign off. It was in the newsletter this week. And I might work on this tomorrow in the stitch-in. I'm not sure. Yeah, Janice, you did Nature's Hope. I did not. That was you, I think. Either you or Allie. One of you did that. Let me put this up there. I wanted to show you this, and I think maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow in the stitch-in. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Danielle did the bespoke pattern that we talked about earlier. She was here, earlier this week doing that really beautiful peyote bracelet. This is her bespoke pattern, and she redid it so it was doubled over. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Oh, Allie did it. Okay. It was an Allie piece. Okay. Really beautiful. Similar to what you did with the O peyote project, I think. There we go. Let me straighten that out. So Danielle did the pattern for it, so it was double wide, right? And so the way that she did it was patterned side by side, which I loved. I wanted to play around and see if I could mirror it. So I actually got the pattern. This was in Thursday's newsletter, I think, the one that came out Thursday morning. I actually cut the pattern up. You can see the pattern, the original pattern's underneath. I cut half of it, I flipped it, and I kind of lined it up. And I listed what all of my ingredients were on this, right? So this is the Bespoke 2 cuff. And I really love this colorway. I'm going to use this Arabian Star button on it. Let me get it a little tighter in here so you can see this. But it's really fun to do. And essentially, like Danielle says, once you first start to figure out the pattern, then you don't even need to look at this pattern, because you just go back and you look at like the row, like this row here. It's this row right here that I'm going to work next. So you kind of figure out in the pattern, right? Like that. So pretty easy. Okay, so I'll have some of I also want to share with you tomorrow in the stitch in, we're going to work on this butterfly piece, I think, as well with the Gatsby 2 mix. I'm going to talk about edging it. We'll talk about putting a pin back or something on it, but we'll keep going with this one so you can see how to close this up. So I think we're going to do that, okay, as well. So Debbie, this is a good question about the regular peyote pattern into a 3-drop. I think you can. I think it's going to distort the pattern just a little bit, maybe. This one that Danielle gave us is a 2-drop. You may want to take something that's a pattern that's very, very simple, Debbie, and kind of play around with how it looks in a 2-drop and a 3-drop, because this 2-drop, you can see it's like 2 beads side by side. So it skews the pattern just a little bit. I haven't experimented with taking a single to a double or a triple, but I suspect you could. Yeah, I'm really happy with this colorway. It's a lot of fun. I did 2 greens that are kind of close in color, and then that really contrasting sienna color here. Okay. So that's my story, my friends. I will see you tomorrow. Just a reminder, we're having our 3-day store-wide sale started today. Goes tomorrow, Saturday the 29th, and Sunday, March 30th. The coupon code, let me just put this back up so you can see it. That coupon code is weekend20. It's good on everything except things that are in Bead Shop Studio. So that includes everything, but it does not include the Broom Beads bags or the Broom Beads buttons that I just put up. But these are such a fantastic value. You'll want to grab these because you'll have buttons for forever. There's some beautiful buttons in here, so don't miss this as well. I will see you tomorrow for a Saturday stitch-in. It'll be regular time, 10:30 Pacific. We'll play around with some of these things. And until then, have a fantastic Friday, everybody. We made it to Friday. Hooray. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.